Your foundation is your home's quarterback, its most valuable player. But did you know your home's foundation plays a role in calculating your home insurance premium? Well, in today's video, we're going to cover the 3 most common foundation types in North America, and as well answer some of the most frequently asked questions related to foundations and insurance. First, a little background. What is a foundation? Well, a foundation is the lowest part of your home and is the base and structure. The foundation serves 3 main purposes. The first, it bears the weight of the entire property. The second, it holds your home in place, anchoring the frame to the ground below. This prevents your home from being washed or blown away in any extreme weather events. And third, a well-laid foundation will waterproof your property. More on this later. In North America, there are 3 main types of foundations that we're going to be reviewing in this video. Slab foundations are the simplest and cheapest to manufacture, requiring little in the way of site prep. Essentially, this is a slab of concrete a few inches thick that sits on the final grade of the property. Steel rods are inserted into the edge of the foundation, to which the frame is attached. A slab foundation typically doesn't have any issues with settling, as the foundation isn't built into the ground, but they tend to be not as strong as some of the other foundation types we're going to be reviewing. A crawl space, for example, raises the home about 1 to 3 feet above the ground. Enough space under your home for you to crawl, but not to stand. Some crawl spaces are even dug into the ground to offer more stability. And since the home is raised from the damp, this type of foundation is typically used in moist climates, but there are some inherent risks. You see, many people use their crawl space as storage. However, this is a bad idea. Moisture from the ground can damage your property, items like any paper records or anything stored in a cardboard box. For this exact reason, mold and bacteria are an issue for crawl spaces. Basements are quite common across North America, but many people don't know that a basement is actually a type of home foundation. A basement is a below-grade structure, usually made of poured concrete, and is tall enough for an adult to fit in, usually about 6 to 8 feet deep. If you're looking for a home with a basement, you've probably come across terms like finished and unfinished. But what does this mean? Well, an unfinished basement is not suitable for living. Think about bare concrete walls and exposed wiring and plumbing. A finished basement is suitable for living. It'll have drywall, flooring, and some of the other amenities like the main floor would have. Here's a tip. When dealing with basements, the term full is often confused with the term finished. A full basement is considered one where someone can fully stand in. You can have a full basement that can still be unfinished. As mentioned previously, the main concern with maintenance for any foundation is moisture. At the least, crawl spaces should be sealed with a special plastic barrier to prevent any moisture from getting in. There also should be proper airflow in the crawl space. A popular option for this is using your current HVAC system. Basements may require a little more maintenance than other foundation types. It's a good idea to install a perimeter drain system as well as a sump pump. These 2 systems will help expel any water away from your home and foundation. In the same area, you'll want to make sure the grading slopes away from your property and home. You'll also want to make sure your gutters and downspouts are clear of any debris. To learn more about waterproofing your basement, you can check out the link in the description below, where we have an in-depth guide. Obviously, this depends on the type of the foundation and the size of the home. But as a rough estimate, there are some averages per square foot. For a slab foundation, it's about $5 per square foot. For a crawl space, about $8, and for a basement, about $20 per square foot. Again, this depends on the type of property and the type of soil. But generally speaking, those foundations dug deep into the earth will provide a stable base. Typically, for residential properties, this is about 6 to 10 feet deep. Of the foundation types we reviewed today, the basement foundation is considered the strongest. For starters, your insurance provider may want to know what type of foundation your home has. If it's a crawl space, they may want to know if you've taken the right steps to ensure it's waterproofed. They may also want to check for any cracks or settling issues. You should also be aware of the potential policy exclusions. For example, mold, wear and tear, condensation, and contamination may be excluded in your home insurance policy. So it's a good idea to maintain your basement as best you can. So in today's video, we covered the basics of a foundation, the top 3 types, how to maintain it, and the frequently asked questions related to your foundation and insurance. So if you have any other questions of how your foundation will affect your insurance, or to get a home insurance quote, you can visit squareoneinsurance.com.